any information on anyone because they're always moving around from one school to the other. This team, not a lot of continuity from year past, but Dylan was a member who did return. They all changed numbers, though, for some odd reason. Who knows why?
Yeah, why is that?
So Dylan to the free throw line after he converts the first with 10:39 to go and a 2-point lead. Now make it a 1-point lead for the Waves. Now into the game for the Waves is Andy Shannon, 6'11" freshman, number 45. You'll notice him in the middle. Darby now has it on the left side, picked up by Osachowicz, drives it baseline, takes it up off glass and good. And the foul, count the basket, he'll go to the line for one more. So Taylor Darby asserting himself here, takes it to the baseline, and has a chance for a 3-point play. So Darby to the free throw line. In the last game, Darby did not get off a bunch of shots, just one field goal attempt. Got to the line 3 times, only converted 1, but knocks that one down on the Waves up now by 4. LeBeau brings it ahead against Lauren Jackson. Steps in, now gives it inside. Working on Darby is Colson. LeBeau has it, Colson calls for it in the post, trying to go over the top, has it, flips it up, knocked away and a foul. So they'll say Colson was fouled going on the way up. A good look from LeBeau as he somehow fit that ball in there. And Colson will go to the line for 2. So Colson to the free throw line. And he misses the first. Again, the story of this game so far, probably the fact that San Diego Christian College cannot knock down a 3 to save their lives. They've had good looks, but they're 1 of 6 from the outside, which means they're 5 of 6 from inside the arc as the second one goes begging from Colson. Lauren Jackson brings it ahead. Has a wide open 3 to Jackson. Rimming short. Hornbuckle fighting for the rebound. Taps it back out. The Waves get a new 35. Into the corner is Darby. He's picked up by Colson. Hornbuckle brings it to the middle. Steps in for a 10-footer. Fading in and he got it. So Mike Hornbuckle hanging in midair and knocks that one down. LeBeau walks it over the timeline, gets a screen. Brings it to the right, gives off to Stewart. He'll drive in, try to draw the contact, no whistle. Ball knocked around, it's Settle who comes out with it, gives off to Jackson. The Waves want to push a bit here. Settle, good head fake, drives into the lane, gives off. Here's Darby, gets some contact, no whistle. Hornbuckle has it. Picks it up, brings it back out. Wise move by the veteran senior with 20 to shoot for the Waves. Plenty of time to reset here. Jackson has it now between the circles over. Back into Shannon, his first touch of the ball game. Back to the basket, fade away. Rattles off. Ball tapped around. Settle almost got the tip, but it's pulled down by Osachowicz. Here comes Dylan. Hawks want to push now, 3-on-2. Dylan finds inside. Colson up and under. That one goes begging. Gets his rebound, puts it up and in. And the Hawks are back within 4. Jackson gives off to Hornbuckle. Back to Jackson. Gets a screen. Steps in. Fadeaway runner off glass. No good. Picked off the glass by Colson. Here comes LeBeau. Looks ahead. Has Stewart. Wants to kick it outside. Dylan into the corner. Bit of a bad pass. Hawks will have to reset now. Plenty of time to shoot, though, as LeBeau gets the offense in position. Over to Stewart. Picked up by Settle. Wants to use a screen from Colson. Now he doesn't. Colson picked up by Darby. Good skip. No one's there. Dylan can't handle it. Forces up the 3. Rattles in and out again. 1 of 7 now. Oh, how'd he come down with that? Osachowicz. Wow. Lauren Jackson now walks it ahead with just a 2-point lead for the Waves in their second battle against an NAIA opponent. Hornbuckle skips to the corner. Jackson to Settle. One stepping in over to Jackson. Hornbuckle. Here's Darby. Good ball movement from the Waves as Darby is the beneficiary and bangs that one down from 15. And a quick timeout from Coach Jason Smith of the Hawks. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. So, Mimi, with the Waves leading 23-19 here with 7:45 to go, what has stood out for you in this first half?
I think just in this last few minutes, Hornbuckle's on a team. He's the leader of this team, and the coaches have said that, and they really need him. He was on there with almost all freshmen, and he was doing an excellent job really corralling the team, making them work together. The passing was good, the blocking was good, and he always seems to manage to keep the ball in and pass to his teammates.
You make a good point. Hornbuckle 2 of 2 on the game so far. He's also knocked down a 3. Also 2 rebounds and 2 assists, so he's been kind of Mr. Do-Everything for the Waves, and without him right now, probably not winning this game. But again, when you look at this team, you have to be concerned that they aren't able to put away teams that aren't in the NCAA. It's a little bit frightening.
And so much shorter than they are.
Yes, very much shorter. Here's another short little tiny thought. Number 22, Daniel Hazlitt checks into the game. He stands at just 5'11", a freshman out of Bonita, California, but it's still LeBeau handling at the point. He gives off to Dylan, who's picked up by Hornbuckle. Hornbuckle always harassing defense on the outside, forces a tough pass to LeBeau, but the Hawks get it reset. Trying to break down Jackson. Oh, little fancy move, drives baseline with the left. Look at Jesse LeBeau. Just isolates Lauren Jackson.
He's everywhere.
Put him on an island and says, no, sir, put it right by the freshman, LeBeau, a junior. But wow, he did just school the freshman Jackson. Here's Horn out top, gives off to Jackson. Thought about an answer, gives into Darby. He's stripped away by LeBeau, but a foul and a whistle. But just a 2-point game as a timeout on the floor. 7:08 to go here in Firestone. We'll be back on TV 26 and Pepperdinesports.com.
7:08 to play in the first half. We have a timeout on the court. San Diego Christian.
And it's good, so Keon Bell hustling back and gets the bucket for the Waves. 27-23 now, so the Waves respond with 4 quick ones after the game was tied up by the Hawks. Dylan skips it across. Here's LeBeau. Handles for the Hawks into the corner now. Dylan stolen away by Holmes. Back-to-back steals for the Waves. Now they can push. Here's Holmes. Gives off to Dupree. Inside, up, off glass and good. 6-0 run now for the Waves. And LeBeau wisely wants to slow it down. Very composed is the junior out of Ketchikan, Alaska. Never heard of that place, but surely they teach a good brand of basketball out there. LeBeau will try a deep three. Rebound right out back to Hazlitt. How did he get that one? Ball tapped around. Saved by Colson. What a save. And a fresh 35 for the Hawks. Here's LeBeau working it. Left to right now. Back over Osachovich. Inside. Knocked away. 3rd consecutive steal for the Waves now. Here's Keon. Thompson. 2 just on the line. Deep 2 for Michael Thompson. 8-0 run. And Coach Jason Smith has seen enough. Another 30-second timeout. The Waves are on a bit of a run here. So we'll take a quick break on TV 26 and Pepperdinesports.com. Waves up by 8. Waves lead by 8, 31-23, with 4:26 here to go in Firestone. LeBeau will bring it ahead for the Hawks. 2-3 zone by the Waves shown again. But they want to extend those wings. You see Dupree come way out, trying to add a lot of pressure on the perimeter, daring the Hawks to beat him inside. Skip it across. LeBeau has a look, doesn't want to pull the trigger though. Shot clock now down to 15 as Solomon handles out top. They try to run a set here. Going to send LeBeau to the weak side. It'll be Hazlitt for 3. Ball pulled down though. Osachovich over Agre off the glass and good. So 31-25 now. Holmes brings it ahead with a 6-point lead. Kicks out. Thompson going to try to do it. He's been hot. Yes. 34-25, and all of a sudden, Michael Thompson has caught fire. Now 7 points on the ballgame, 3 of 5 shooting. He just added his first 3 of the ballgame. Led this team in threes last year, was their most proficient three-point shooter at 37%. Here's LeBeau. Drives it to the corner now, gives off to Solomon. Look into the post. LeBeau, nice floater with the left. Oh, couldn't get it to go. Tapped around, ball knocked out. It's Holmes that comes down with it. Wants to push ahead as the Waves have numbers. Osachovich fell down. Holmes taking advantage. Off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Colson. LeBeau ahead, up front. Here's Osachovich off the glass and good. They continue to get easy buckets. Do the Hawks. So 34-27 now, inside 3 to go here in the first half as Ryan Holmes brings it ahead. Gives off to Jonathan Dupree. Little elbow jumper, not going to go. Agre comes down with it, puts it up, and he gets the bucket to go. What a rebound and put back by Dennis Agre.
Agre just placed that in there with his height.
36-27 with 2.5 to go. Waves back in that 2-3 zone. Darby and Corbin to check back into the next dead ball. Up top, this is Hazlitt who has it. Over to LeBeau, who I don't think has checked out yet in this ballgame. Gives off to Solomon. Skips it across. Hazlitt thought about the three, but Hornbuckle closed out nicely. Solomon, deep three, bang! 36-30 now. And that's just the second three that San Diego Christian has hit in this ballgame. 2 of 11 now from three. Holmes has it. Again, both teams now showing zone. Hawks have been in it all game. Dupree to Hornbuckle. Skips it across. Good ball movement from the Waves. Holmes brings it into the key. Back out. Hornbuckle off a screen. Good look from 15. Rattles long. Thompson the rebound. Goes up. Draws the contact. Off the glass and good. Michael Thompson is everywhere now. Flying around now. 9 points to lead the Waves here in the first half. They lead by 8, 38-30. But the Hawks of San Diego Christian College hanging in against the Waves. Here is Hazlitt on the near side, gives out to LeBeau. Solomon has it in the corner with 15 to shoot. Skipped away. No, there's Hornbuckle. Steps in the passing lane. All the way to the rim with his right. Yes. So 40-30 now. The Waves have opened up their biggest lead of the game. Here's Solomon. Skips it across. This is Hazlitt. Gives back to Solomon. We're inside a minute now. As LeBeau has it, guarded by Hornbuckle, but the Waves still in that 2-3. Gives off. Solomon tries another three. This one's good as well. So Solomon, David Solomon, now still perfect from the field. Puts in another three, his third of the game, and a timeout from Coach Asbury. And the Waves, a 30-second timeout as they have a 7-point lead. And Mimi, what have you seen here lately?
Well, a complete turnaround by the Hawks three-pointers for one thing. They've been making all the other points. They didn't really need to make those three-pointers, and now they are. We might see in the game coming up, like, more of that kind of action from them, and as the game gets closer, perhaps.
Yeah, it's a good point you make. 1 of 9 for the Hawks before those back-to-back threes were hit by David Solomon. Got up to 3 of 12, so just shooting 25%. But what should be noted is that on shots inside the three-point arc, until recently they had only missed one. They missed a couple recently, but they are now shooting 11 for 15 inside the arc. So when the Hawks have been able to break down that zone, they've been very, very effective. And it should be noted that Victor Osachowicz is perfect from the field. 6 of 6. Again, all inside the arc. Also has 4 rebounds to go along with his 12 points. The other Hawk in double figures is Solomon with those 3 threes. Both of them have yet to miss a field goal. They've gone 10 of 10 combined for 23 of the 33 Hawk points as we're down to the final half minute. Here's Keon Bell. Gets a high screen. Drives in. Good look away. Finds Darby reverse at the left. That one hangs on the rim and drops in. And it's now 42-33, and the Hawks, with the shot clock off, can hold for the final possession of the first half. Waves back in that zone. Looks to be a 2-3 with Holmes out top, accompanied by Bell. Dillon now down to 10. LeBeau drives it, skips inside. Good look off Colson's hands and out of bounds, though. So a good defensive play by Corbin Moore to force that ball out of bounds. And this will actually be the first official timeout on the floor with 5 seconds. And Wales, unbelievable. I call them the Wales again. This gives ahead in a foul. Good idea from the Hawks there. They did have 1 foul to give. And with 2.6 now, Jackson won't go to the line. The next one will be in the bonus, so 2.6. But it's probably not the worst thing in the world. They'd have to get off a rush shot. Now you have 2.6 to get a good inbound set. Couple substitutions as Hazlitt comes in. So plenty of time for the Waves to get an inbound and maybe even one more pass or a couple dribbles. We'll see what they do. Thompson gives off to Bell. Has to put it up. Lets it fly at the horn. Yes, it's good. So Keon Bell hits the 3 at the buzzer, and it sends the Waves into halftime leading 45-33. Excellent way to end the half for the Waves. They're in a dog.